Okay. Okay. Should we proceed?
Yes, sir.
Right. Right. So I hope I am clearly audible to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. So students are currently joining. Just waiting one more minute to let them join all, and thereafter we can proceed, right? Correct. So, still joining. Let them in all. Okay. Yes, please ask. Lucifer King. Yes, Lucifer King. What's your question? Sir, actually, I have registered with another email address and name, but the name is not. In that case, please contact the admin, the concerned person who is related to admin panel. Please contact him or her. Okay. So without delaying time now, I am starting the session. Right. Now I am sharing screen with you and expecting everyone that whether they can be eligible to see or not, right? So just sharing my complete screen, and right now on the screen there is a one note screen, one note, right? So just by audio you can say that whether all of you are able to see my one note screen or not.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, it is
Okay,
visible.
it is visible, right?
Yes,
Yes.
sir. Visible.
Okay, right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right. So I have shared entire screen so that at particular time, if I want to switch the windows, you all can eligible to see it live, right? So basically today I am going to give you the basic overview of data structure, right? Basic overview of data structure. And this particular subject, this particular course, I hope you can eligible that on the browser I have shared the course that you have joined, that is unlocking DSA with C, right? And table of content is given. I hope everybody is well aware of this course because you have joined it, right? What key learning outcomes you are going to get after this, that is also mentioned here, right? Course curriculum is there, that introduction to data structures, types of data structures, arrays, and module by module all the syllabus in the form of curriculum is given here, right? Thereafter some more detailed information related to you, and this is the PDF. Why I share this PDF? Just to let you know that we are focusing on this. Our complete content, whatever content I am going to discuss with you, will be according to this particular PDF, right? I hope that all of you are well aware about this course PDF, and each and everyone have a copy of this, isn't it? Everybody have a
Yes,
copy
sir.
of this course because you have joined this course, right?
No, sir, I don't think so. We have this particular PDF with us.
Okay, so in that case what you can do, you have joined the right course or not? Have you joined unlocking DSA with C? Is
Yes,
this
sir.
is the right course you have joined? And
Yes,
you
sir.
can see that on my browser you just need to type CAC Pathshala, right? You can click on their website. In their website, right, you can just click unlocking DSA with C, register now. Thereafter you can just scroll, and here detailed syllabus. If you are going to click on this detailed syllabus, you are going to get this PDF, right?
Okay,
Hope
sir.
that now it would be very much comfortable. You can download it by clicking on the button which is on the leftmost side, right? Okay. Now, just starting the session, thing is that data structure. First thing, that why you have joined this course, because it is very important. Why you have joined. Okay, so before starting, let me introduce myself so that we can be tuned and you should be comfortable with me, right? Because this session should not be like a regular lecture. This session should be like you can ask any question after my explanation, right? You have to engage yourself here, right? And you have to participate as much as you can from your side with full energy, because this particular subject, data structure, is very very important. Meanwhile, when I am go in the flow of this DS, you are going to get each and every aspect, because today is just overview and introduction part. So I am going to give you bit by bit overview, introduction, why it is useful, can we skip it, where it can be useful, why to learn it, why it is necessary, each and every concept about this subject. So let me introduce myself. I am Professor Rahul Jain, right? Currently, I am working as an assistant professor. You can search me on LinkedIn. All my profile is there. Did my BTech, MTech with gold medal. Currently pursuing PhD in the area of artificial intelligence and machine learning. Right? I have cracked the GATE exam 8 times in a row. This year also I have attempted the GATE exam. GATE artificial intelligence on 3rd February. GATE data structures on 10th of February. Right? If anybody from you have also attempted, then it is not required to tell much more about the importance of data structure, because you know that what is the significance of data structures in computer science. It is the core subject, right? I have published 2 books. I have published 2 patents and more than 25 research papers. This is my expertise area. And definitely, if you are going to join this course, if you are going to learn bit by bit, because this subject is just like not only important for your semester purpose, but if you are interested for the companies like Mang, I hope you are aware with Mang. What is Mang? Earlier it was Fang, just funny terms,
Yes, sir.
right? So earlier it was Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Netflix, Google. Right now it is Meta, Amazon, Apple, Netflix, Google. So definitely this particular subject have a large importance in all these companies, which is a dream company of computer science students. As well as for GATE exam, this subject is very much important. Apart from GATE exam, even though if you are interested for the exams like ISRO, like BARC, like PGEE, which is Triple IT Hyderabad's personal exam for masters, or BITS Pilani, right? Or any other exam which is related to computer science, then this particular subject, data structure, is a core subject which you cannot leave in your dream also. Why? Because if you are going to leave this subject, then there is nothing left in computer science. This is a backbone of computer science. So let's start with just the general discussion. With just general discussion, let's start. You should participate. You can participate, right? At any instant, if you feel that I am not audible or screen is not visible or whatever issues you get, just unmute yourself and tell, because I would be busy in my screen, so I would not be able to see your chats, right? That is why you can ask, if you are only in the case that if it is not visible or audible. If it is visible and audible, then just after completion of my each talk, I will give some amount of time to ask your doubts and query, right? So after completion of each topic, I will give amount of time to ask your doubts or query. But meanwhile, if I am teaching something, if I am explaining something, and even though you are not able to listen to me or screen is blurring or whatever, so you can just interrupt in meanwhile and ask that, sir, there is a problem, but first check your internet connection, because from my end I am sitting on 100 mbps. So let's start. So on a general, because I am sharing my screen, so generally we are discussing that let's come to the browser. And if you will search anything, let's say I am searching best course on artificial intelligence, and just I click enter, you can easily see that whatever I have required, whatever my intent of searching, I just got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? This much results in only 0.49 seconds. And my relevant results are on most probably on first page and upper 4 to 5 sites. Means whatever my intent of searching best course of AI, I can get here. Or if you want to search something else, let's say IIT Mumbai, then you can just see on the first search itself I got my result. Have you think of it, why does it so? Have you think anywhere that just after entering whatever my query was, and meanwhile in just nanoseconds or microseconds, it just started its engine, search engine, and got my result, and that is also relevant result, whatever my intent was. If I am going to search Facebook, you can just see nothing unnecessary here. Facebook means Facebook. Getting it what I want to say? So the thing is that why it is so? Is anybody want to answer this question? Do anybody want to answer this question? It is so because each and everything which you are seeing nowadays related to data, related to what? Data, right? And I don't know how many of you have heard or not, but data is the new oil. Have you heard this sentence before? Data is the new oil. It means that completely each and everything, if we are active on internet, our each pattern is capturing by internet. Data is the new oil, right? Now, if you go to bank, and just by entering your account number, your all details will be opened by the bank manager, isn't it? So have you think what was in the back end of this? This is data structure. So my
Yes.
mean, yes, so my mean to say is why DS. First the term is why data structure. So some answers that you can put here, why data structure is for efficient storing, for efficient searching, for efficient updating, right? For efficient sharing. Getting it? It means that if you want to store your data very much efficiently, you go anywhere. Just by putting your Aadhaar card number, many departments just can get your queries, can get your details. If you are a student of a university, if I am going to put the enrollment number of yours, I can get your detail from the ERP, right? So the thing is that how it can be possible? It is possible because of data structures. This is the real applications of data structure. Each and everywhere in our all surroundings right now in this era, complete data structure is revolving. And it is evolving day by day. It is evolving day by day. Because you don't know that how many terabytes of data daily uploading on internet. Terabytes of videos are uploading daily on YouTube. GBs of data daily uploading on Twitter, terabytes of data, video data daily uploading on Instagram. But if you want to search any particular data out of it, just by putting some query in the search bar, you get your results within seconds. That is called the efficiency of getting the data. And in the backend of efficiency of getting the data structures are responsible. Because of data structures, we are eligible to get our data on time, and not only our data, relevant data on time. If you want to fill some form, let's say if you want to fill gate form, you will just, even though type gate 2025, if it would be there, gate 2025 exam, then the relevant site would be open in first or second tab, most probably on first page. That is because of efficient data structure. Without data structure, we cannot even though search, because this is a very large ocean of data. Daily, this ocean is filling with too much data. And we are even though eligible to search our relevant query from this big data. That is because of this data structure. So if you don't know data structure, your computer science is not complete. Because if you will go to industry and you will say, sir, I know each and everything, I just don't know data structure. Apart from it, I know everything. It means that you don't know anything. Getting it, the importance of data structure in computer science. So there is very large, which I cannot sum up with my mouth, with my words. Because if you want to start your own startup, if you want to go into the real world, in the industry, you definitely have to work with data, and you have to work on their tools. So before working on their tools, you need to understand what is data structure, right? So data structure nowadays is very important. Okay, I hope that these words, because we are having very short time, so in this short time I have to cover and sum up all the things, right? So I hope that whatever I want to say, you can just under my emotions related to data structures, right? Can we proceed
Sure,
just
sir.
ahead? Okay. Now it is clear that why DS. Now if I just start to the basic overview, just basic overview, right? Then if I talk about data structure, it means that we are having a data, we are having a large amount of data, and I want to structure it. I want to structure this data such that at any particular time, if I want to fetch that data without any confusion, I can fetch that. Without any delay, I can fetch that. So that we need to arrange this data systematically, right? Systematically. So if I can arrange all the data systematically means if I want to add some data, it should be stored efficiently. If I want to delete some data, it be deleted successfully. If I want to modify any data, it should modify each and everywhere. Let's say if you are having a bank account in State Bank of India, and if you have withdrawn 1000 rupees from your account, let's say you were having 10,000 rupees in your account originally, and you have withdrawn just 1000 rupees from State Bank of India. So is it possible that if you will go to the Bank of Baroda for the from the same ATM and you can again withdraw 10,000? No. At the same time, data is going to be modified. At the same time, data is going to be updated, and it is updated universally. It is updated universally without any delay, because if, even though if you are having a delay of 10 minutes, there would be a very large glitch possible. So you can understand how difficult it is to maintaining large amount of data, right? So there is very much importance of data structure. Systematic storage is very important, so that if you want to update any data, it would universally be updated just by clicking on one particular. If you want to update something, each and every bit of that data will systematically update it from the same site, just within some clicks, right? So you can understand that it is very important to store some data. It is very important to store data systematically, because if you will not store data systematically, it would be very much difficult to fetch your data, right? Okay. Now, if we talk about big servers like Google, like Amazon, right, which have their own clouds, so you can understand the capacity of their clouds, the capacity of their clouds, and how much data could be there in that cloud. And if you want to search that data from that cloud, you can search. Even though, if we can take the simplest example, you can take the example of Google Drive. You can store your data. Whenever you want to fetch, you can fetch the data. Even if you want to share some files from it, you can share it. If you want to modify something on Google Sheet, Google Doc, you can easily do this. So in background, completely data structures are evolving, which we need to understand in depth. Getting it? So if we talk about data structures as per our syllabus, so data structures can be classified on static basis and on dynamic basis. So what is static? What do you mean by static? What do you mean by static? Static means if you want to do updation, at
It will
runtime,
not update.
it will not be updated. So under static data structure, there are arrays. Arrays are examples of static data structures. But if I further classify dynamic data structures, I can classify them on the basis of whether they are linear or whether they are non-linear. Now again, one more concept. What is linear? Linear means what? Sequential. Right? On the same level. On the same level. So if you further talk about linear data structure, then we do have an example like linked list, like stack, like queue, right? But if we talk about some more data structures like graphs, like trees, they are examples of non-linear. Linked list, stack and queue are example of linear data structures, which is dynamic. Dynamic means at runtime, if you want to add some memory, you can add. And if you want to delete some memory, you can delete also. So why there is a requirement to get the memory at runtime? For efficient use of memory. For efficient use of memory, which you can understand very simply. Let's say if you want to store 10 10 integer numbers, right? And we are assuming that we are using 32-bit compiler for it. We are using 32-bit compiler for it. So you know that on 32-bit compiler, each integer is going to take how much byte? How much byte?
4.
4 byte, 8 byte, 2 byte, 1
Yeah.
byte.
2.
So 2 bytes.
Standard 32-bit compiler, it is going to take 2 byte. If it is 64-bit compiler,
4 by
right,
4.
you need to check whether it is 8 byte or 4 byte, because it might depend on some compilers. But if we are talking about 32-bit compiler, then let's say integer is taking 2 byte. So how much memory we require? We require 20 byte memory. We require 20 bytes. And if I am taking array, let's say A100, in that case, what would be there? I can store 100 elements. So I will get a contiguous location like this, isn't it? And I will store my these 10 numbers from 0 to 9. From 0 to 9, I will store my numbers, and all this memory is going to be wasted, isn't it? Even though if we are not having require, even though someone else is having requirement, we cannot allocate this particular portion to anyone else. So this is going to waste. So if we want to utilize this particular memory efficiently, we can go to dynamic data structure, and we can free this memory for utilization of this particular memory for some other functions or some other classes or for some other purpose. So this is not possible in static, but this is possible in dynamic. So for effective use of memory, for efficient use of memory, we we choose dynamic memory. Apart from it, if we require, let's say we have 10 integers and I only choose 10 memory here, 0 to 9, and at runtime I figured out that some more memory is required now. What we will do? Nothing. Again declare the array with new size. Isn't it? Too much cost. But it is not so in dynamic. At runtime, we can increase the memory. We can allocate new memory. You know the function malloc. You know the function cloc. You know the function realloc. You know the function free. Isn't it? So a very important question MNC asks, basically just for the sake of your understanding, I am taking it here. One question that each and every industry is very much interested in, they ask many times, what is difference between MLOC and CLOC? Is anybody interested to answer this question? What is difference between MLOC and CLOC? Anybody want to answer it? Anybody want to answer it?
Sir, I don't think so. We are aware of.
Okay. So can I know which semester students you all are? Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth.
First semester, sir.
Okay,
First
you all
second
are
year.
first.
Second semester. Sir,
First
semester. First, second semester.
Okay, right.
Sir, C just
You
started in my semester.
okay, got it, no problem. So you all just are beginners in this field, right? You are just beginning, no problem. So
Yes, sir.
I can just give you the overview. I can just give
We
you
are
the
not aware
overview.
of this, sir.
No problem. I'm just taking. Don't worry. Each and everything I am going to discuss with Scratch. So no need to worry. So many industry ask questions. Basically, when we talk about MLOC and CLOC, it is part of DMA. That is dynamic memory allocation. Dynamic memory allocation. So you can understand this particular concept with the example, which you will not forget your lifetime. Let's say it is your classroom. Let's say it is your classroom, and I do have a capacity of 10 students. I do have a capacity that I can available sit to only 10 students, right? And let's say 5 students are waiting here. 5 students are waiting outside this classroom. So what is one of the way? I will call first student. I will call first student on first place. He or she will sit. On second place, she or he will sit. Third, fourth, five. In this manner, contiguous memory. In contiguous manner, if they are sitting, it is malloc. If they are sitting randomly, one sit here, one sit here, one sit with her friend, one sit with his friend, this is cloc. Realloc means further we understand that we want to add something more. We are having, let's say, 15 more students, 15 more students. So I need to increase the capacity of this class. I want to increase the capacity of this class. Means if I want to add some more data, if I want to add some more data, I need to expand the memory. I can expand the memory using MLOC or CLOC. But if I am going to expand the memory with MLOC, contiguous memory would be increased in the contiguous sequence. But in CLOC, let's say some memory is free here, some memory is free here, some memory is free here, some memory is free here. So all this memory is going to allocate us, but this is not contiguous. Whatever memory you can see. Let's say one disk is empty there, one disk is empty on the last, one disk is empty on the middle, and they will sit according to their own. This is CLOC, random allocation based on memory. But MLOC, contiguous. However, this is a talk of later when you will be going to learn the DMA. Why I am talking this particular topic here? Because if you are going to learn particular dynamic data structure, we need to allocate dynamic data. We need to allocate memory. And how we are going to allocate memory? With the help of these functions. And these functions are stored in alloc.h header file. Alloc.h header file. That is, you need to write hash include alloc.h. You know na, studio.h, printf, scanf. In the similar
Yes,
manner,
sir.
alloc.h is a header file in which all these dynamic memory allocation functions like malloc, cloc, realloc, free is going to free the memory. You got here that we do not require that much memory. We can free it. We can free means some other can use this memory. Even though after particular allocation we require some more memory, we can reallocate memory. Reallocation, reallocation. Again, we are allocating the same memory, right? So these are very, very important functions. Just with the time duration, we will get each and everything, right? No need to worry. As of now, what is very important for you? Data structure. Types are static, dynamic. Static means at runtime you cannot create memory. At runtime you cannot create memory, right? Now, further, if we proceed for the dynamic, we are having linear. Linear means sequentially data is going to store on the same level. So the examples are linked list, stack, queue, and each and every data structure is having their own definition, their own abstract data type. After that, if we go non-linear means hierarchical, graphs, trees. These are examples of non-linear data structure. So where to use linear data structure and where to use non-linear data structure? It is also one of the important question that you need to learn in the overview of this subject, right? So if I ask you where to where to use linear data structure and where to use non-linear data structure, what would be your answer? If this is the question, it is a beginning question that you want to work on data structure. So there are many types of data structures. So where you want to explore, when you are going to use linear one and when you are going to use non-linear one, it is also important. If you want to design a game, you can design a game in multiple ways, but it depends that if you want to go level by level, then some different data structure would be used. If you are having racing game, which is again coming back to the original point, you may choose graph data structure. If your game is like linear one, you do not need to come backtrack anywhere, you can use linear one. Depends from your particular application to application, which is very important. Because whenever there is a particular software that we need to design, whenever there is a particular code that we need to design, or we want to solve particular problem, it is first and most important that which data structure we need to use, and that particular data structure that we want to use in particular application depends on the property of that data structure, just a little bit example I can give here. Let's say if I talk about stack, stack stack is a data structure. So whatever learning you have made till now, it is dynamic and it is linear. It is linear data structure and dynamic. So the property of stack is first in, last out. Means if we are going to insert any element into stack, if I want to store, any particular data structure, let's say this is our stack. Let's say this is my stack. Okay. Let's say this is my stack, right? And I want to store something here. So it is first in, last out. That is philo. First in, last out. Or you can also call this LIFO. Last in, first out. So let's say if I want to add some data, let's say I want to add 10, 5, 9, 11, 18. So if I want to add 10, I am going to insert this. Thereafter, if I want to add something, then I will insert it. Then after, if I want to add a 9, I will again insert it. If I want to add 11, I will again insert it. If I want to insert 18, I am going to again insert it. I am just giving basic overview. Basically, stack when we are going to start, it is very interesting, but I am just giving a basic overview so that you can understand. Now, if I want to take these elements out from it, which element will come first? Which is at the uppermost level? That is
18.
18 will come first, right?
Yes.
After that 11 will come first. After that 9 will come. After that 5 will come. And after that 10 will come. So 10 was inserted at first and 10 was come at last. First in, last out, or last in. 18 was inserted at last, but deleted at first, last in, first out. So for example, why I took this particular data structure here? Because if you want to design a browser, what you want to design? You want to design your own browser. How many browsers are there? Google Chrome, Safari for Apple, Mozilla Firefox, Edge, many more. If you want to design your own browser, then Stack would be used there, and many where else. It is just one example. How? See here, you can just see my browser, right? So let's say I am closing this. I am closing this window again, and let's say I am searching here. Let's say CSEPATHSHALA, shala, right? So on browser I have searched this keyword. I am clicking here. I am clicking here. After just clicking here, right, I am again scrolling down. I am clicking on one other part, register here. I am again scrolling down, and I am clicking on detailed syllabus. I have clicked 4 times. How many times? 4 times. So in stack, each click is saved. Each of my click is saved. Now see here, this arrow. If I am going to click on this arrow, I hope everybody is able to see this. If I am going to click go back, which page I am at? Just before this. Last in, this was the last in, first out.
Last
Again,
in, first out.
again, after that I come here. Again, I came here, and again I go to the searching. Again we have started from browsing. Again back. So whatever I have searched, and again I came to this particular browser searching option. So I hope you understood that if you want to design your browser, stack data structure would be useful for. So it means that your history of your browser is using which data structure? Stack. Because whatever you are searching at the last, it is stored at the topmost level, isn't it? This is the real time application of data structure. This is just a simple example. There are multiple examples that I can explain, but I just want to give you overview today, that basically where data structures are useful. So is this clear? Whatever I have discussed here, just giving 5 minutes. If anybody have any kind of doubt or any kind of query till now, please feel free to ask. Thereafter, I will give you overview of
Yes,
some
sir.
other data structures as well. Yes, feel free to ask. If anybody have questions, please feel free to ask. All clear? Are you
Sir,
enjoying?
can you explain the static type once more?
Yeah, sure, definitely. So we have started from data structures, that to store data systematically. To store data systematically, we need data structures. We have discussed about importance and significance of data structure. And thereafter we came that if you want to store your data systematically, we need to go for data structures. And basically, if we talk, there are mainly static and dynamic nature of data structure. If you want to store some data which is static in nature, we can use static data structure, that is array, where linearly we can store the data, which is a separate topic which we are going to expand further. If you want to store some data which is dynamically important, means at runtime you can update them. Let's say if your banking account is there, you withdraw some amount, thereafter again you deposit some amount. It means the dynamic in nature. So at this time we need dynamic data structure, right or not? So if you use dynamic, then a linked list, stack, queue, each and everyone is having their own property, right? Non-linear, if you want to store your data hierarchically, which is a separate topic which we are going to expand. So in that case, we can use graph as a data structure. We can use trees as a data structure. So let's say if you want to design Google Map, Apple Map, so you know that any two particular location, multiple location, each and everybody is connected. If you want to find out the minimum distance between Kashmir to Kanyakumari, let's say Kashmir to Kanyakumari, so you know one path would be like this, one path would be like this, one path would be like this, many paths would be there, and it will give you the best minimum path also. So such kind of applications we can generate using graph. If you want to arrange something, let's say if you want to arrange some particular computers, so we can use routing algorithms. So for routing algorithms we can use graphs, right? If you want to design a game, let's say your racing game is there, it is like this, and again coming to the original location, and again, right? So because in graph each and every vertices are connected, so this is a cyclic graph. So at this point we need to use graph as a data structure. But if your applications are like that, where nodes are not connected with each other, or they are not making cycle, it means that some elements are here or here, some elements are here or here, or at different levels. That is, let's say promotional hierarchy, or such kind of software that you want to design which have a hierarchical in nature, then we need to use tree as a data structure, that after qualifying this level you will go here, after qualifying this level you will go here, after qualifying you will go here, and that topmost level you will win the game. If such kind of there, you can use this tree, or many multiple examples are there. So it is depends on your application, it is depend on your requirement, that what kind of you are having requirement. So let's say if we talk about queue, so queue is having a property of first in last out, first in first of queue, first in first out, FIFO, first in first out. So let's say there was a game of India versus Australia, final match, India versus Australia, na, 5 crore plus peoples were live watching this game, right? Unfortunately we just lose the game, but you can understand, first in first out means at that particular cricket stadium more than 1,30,000 people booked the tickets, and the person who have come first, because seats are limited, seats are limited, so whoever will come first will get ticket first. So many times you have heard new mobile phone launch, within 5 minutes all the mobile phones sold, and others are waiting, and they are waiting in queue. They are waiting in queue means whoever is having registered first will get the mobile first, whoever is waiting in queue for their new car will get the first, whoever is waiting for any particular point of view, let's say if you are waiting for a movie, if you want to book a ticket for new movie, then you know we need to book a ticket. Let's say in a theater we are having 250 seats, so whoever will come first will get the tickets. Let's say after 250 first people will be there, so what he will get is stack overflow, complete thing is overflow means complete memory is packed, right? So if you are having application whose nature is first in first out, like ticket booking, if you want to book a ticket with railway, Indian railway, too much waiting, thereafter your waiting is RLWL 81, thereafter sometimes after it becomes 78, then 53, and that if it is clear you got your seat. I hope each and everyone is aware of it. This is real world example of queues. Getting it what I'm saying, guys? Getting it or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
Yes, sir.
so Each and everywhere is data structure. Each and everywhere is data structure. So the student who have asked the question that from where we have started, we have just discussed the overview of data structures today, right? One more data structure is there, that is linked list. Linked list, where each and every application, let's say this is a first button, if you are going to click, you will go somewhere else. If you further click somewhere else, you will go there. If you will further click somewhere, you will go there. It means that such kind of data is stored using linked list. That is referenced based, that is address based, that is referenced based data structure. So you can just understand like that. If you will search something, you can search anything. Let's say if I am searching IIT Mumbai, right? And if I am clicking here, just for sake of understanding, I am taking this silliest example. So if you will click here, so after clicking here, I am having too many options. Let's say if I am going to click on student academic division, I will be here. After clicking on aerospace engineering, I am here. After clicking on somewhere else, I can go something else. Let's say I'm again clicking here. So I can go anywhere just after clicking. So each link is having some address associated with it. Each link is having what? Each link is having some address associated with. Each link is having some address associated with it. So if we are going to click on this, we will reach here. Likewise, that such kind of data structures we can play with the help of linked list. Right? Linked list is a dynamic data structure and whose nature is linear. Is this overview is clear to each and everyone, whatever I want to deliver? Are you getting it or not? Feel free to answer your questions. Feel
Yes,
free
sir.
to ask your questions.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Again, I am
Yes.
giving 1 or 2 minutes. Just if you have any question in your mind, please feel free to ask.
Yes, sir. I have some questions.
Please, yes, please ask.
Sir, as you told, you are doing your degree in, or you did your degree in AI/ML. I'm pursuing BTech uh, from the specialization I have taken from the AI/ML only. So, are the companies taking freshers or experienced one? I want to know, sir.
Basically, okay, no problem. Not a syllabus question, but yes, no problem. Company is taking freshers as well as experienced one. It depends from company to company, right? So don't worry if you are having a specialization of AI and ML. The future of AI and ML is very, very bright, very, very bright. No need to worry. You need to only specialize yourself in only one technology. If you are having compatible, even though with one technology itself, it is sufficient to conquer and to enter in any industry, right? So AI and ML is very, very good branch. You only need to be specialized in any one technology first. Don't go that I will learn this also, this also, this also, and at the end I don't know anything completely, but I know basic. So this would not work. It means that learn one technology but completely be expert of that technology, right? So AI/ML is very
Yes, sir.
good, bright. Future is very bright. Just make yourself expert. Even though if you are comfortable in Python, make expert yourself in Python. If you are comfortable with C, make yourself comfortable with C. If you are expert, if you are interested in web development, make yourself comfortable in PHP, CSS, HTML. And if you are comfortable in backend, be expert of SQL, be expert of backend languages, right? If you are interested in data engineering, go with some data science courses. So it doesn't mean, because we are not robots, we are humans. So right now, the thing is that the best thing is that you are computer science student, right? So even though if you are having a knowledge of at least one technology also and one subject, but don't forget DS is backbone of all the things. Data structure is backbone of all the things that you want to pursue
Yes,
ahead, whether it is programming languages, whether it is web development, whether it is application based software, whether it is Android development, whatever it is. Data structure, data structure is the base, it is the backbone over which you can explore yourself in any technology. Even though if you are expert of C, you can go to Facebook. Even though if you are expert of PHP, you can go somewhere else, right? Even though if you are having a command over some languages like Solidity, you can explore yourself in blockchain also. So it doesn't matter. It only matters that at least you should have very much expertness in at least one of the technology. Is this clear?
yes, sir.
Right.
Sir, can I ask one more thing?
Sure.
So as when as you have you told that you did more than 25 research papers and all, but when we are going for the interview, right, like in fourth year or uh, that's it's him. So what companies basically they needs like research papers or something,
No, no,
what
no.
type
If
of
you want
project?
to, right, if you want to pursue your career in research and development, that is R&D, at that time, you can go with these steps. But if you are looking yourself that what I need to do just after my BTech, then you should have to focus on this kind of technologies like C, C++, Java, Python, data structure, DBMS. Likewise, these courses are going to useful for cracking the company's interview at BTech level. If you want to pursue master of
Yes.
technology MTech, at that time you should explore some concepts like AI, ML, and on the basis of the research that you are going to pursue in MTech, you can choose your career in PhD in the research and development field, right? So if you are looking right now that I want to do something after BTech, don't go somewhere else randomly on research. Just focus on basic concepts of C, C++, Python, and data structure.
So I want to go in the field of, as I have taken specialization in AI/ML. So I want to go in this field only. Don't want to go in another.
Don't worry,
So
you can
what
make
will be the
yourself
best thing?
aware. No. Best thing is that explore yourself data structure using C or using Python. It would be sufficient, right? Because it is the backbone, right?
Sir, can you give a
Yes,
real
yes.
world
Thank you, sir.
example related to the static? Uh,
Static, yes. Real world example of
Static. So, like you give the examples about the linked list stack. You that's
that is dynamic data structure, right?
just the same like about the static. So it will be easy to understand.
Yeah, no problem. Let's say static data structure means what? If you are having 4 GB RAM, have you played PUBG? Yes. So what is
Right.
minimum RAM you required? 4 GB. So that particular game is designed such that if you are having 4 GB of RAM, you can able to install that game and effectively you can play that game. So many where you can see that we are having limited storage. Limited storage means if you want to store, let's say I want to store data of 100 students. So what I do, whenever I design my website in backend, I only choose 100 columns there. It means that I can store up to what? Up to only 100 student data. Even though, let me try to say that if you set your password, real time example you have asked, that is why if you save your password, so if you are going to save a large password, you can see that your limit should be 8 to 15 words. It means that what you are using in backend, you are using array as a data structure in backend, which is linear in nature and static. It means that if you want to store your data, if you want to set your password of 20 or 20 plus length, you cannot set that password because they are using static data structure, which is in limit. You cannot go beyond the limit, right? If you want to address, let's say in many times you order something, let's say on Amazon there are three fields: address 1, address 2, address 3. So have you observed many times that if you want to address something, if you want to store something at particular position, it cannot make you able to write something more. If you want to write something more, you need to go to the address 2 column. Have you observed it or not? Sometimes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, so you can means they are
Yes, sir.
limited in nature. So what is in backend? In backend, it is static nature. So we are using array. Array are static. At runtime, if I want, I need some more memory here. I cannot do that. It means that limitation is there, right? So there are multiple examples which we can explore likewise this. Is this clear?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Yes. So
Yes, sir.
right. So
So like
again, let's
in
yes.
in Google Forms, some columns like for Gmail, if we are not giving the characters like at the rate and all, it will not accept. Yeah, is
Yeah,
it
that is
also an
something else. That
example?
is constants. Yeah, no. This is
Oh,
not example. That is special characters. That is something else. That is related to constant. That this require this. That we put in if and that is conditional statements. That we can put something else. That what should be your password. That should correct a special character. Likewise, that is something else. That is not like this. Which is not related to
oh.
the nature of staticness. Okay, right. Yes. So let's
So,
sum up again. Yes. Please feel.
so like, why do we have so many data structures? Like, there could be a single data structure which could be solved, which could be used to solve each and every problem, right? Like, there could be a language which has features, all the features. Like Java has portability, C has strict programming language, and Python
Hello, your I think voice breaked.
And yes, sir, so Python is affiliated to AI and ML. So why
Mhm.
are there so many data structures if we can have just a single data structure which could help us follow a break each and everything and make each and everything, like a structure which can help us in making maps, also in setting password, etc. in blockchain. Why don't we
Right.
have just a single structure?
Okay, very good question. I can answer this question like that. Have you learned sorting algorithms? Sorting algorithms.
No, sir.
Okay. Sorting algorithms. You are going to learn in data structures, right? There are multiple sorting algorithms. Sorting means what? You want to sort the data. What you want to sort the data. Let's say you are having random numbers 5, 7, 3, here let's say 11, here let's say 9, and you want to sort. So for sorting, we are having multiple algorithms. Like we are having bubble sort here. We are having merge sort here. We are having quick sort
Quick
here.
shot.
We are also having
Selection
insertion sort.
sort.
We are also having Redux short and many more algorithms. If you are going to read Corman, more than 15 sorting algorithms you can get there. Each and every algorithm is doing what? Only one thing. They are sorting the elements, but with different approaches. Getting it what I'm saying? With
Yes.
different approaches. Now, you can understand this example like this. When I am going to prefer merge short, when I have very much importance of time, when I am going to use insertion short, when the elements are very smaller in size, when I am going to perform this different particular sorting algorithm that depend on the task that I want to pursue. Let's say there is a attack of Russia and Ukraine, right? Now there is two things. So before learning data structure, you should have clarity with time complexity concepts, right? Time complexity is very important because time complexity means what? Whatever thing you want to do, whatever problem you want to do, that particular problem should be solved in minimum time. It would be considered as a best problem. It would be considered as a best solution. So the thing is that again come to different nature. Thereafter I will sum up these things very interestingly, right? See here, you know that there is a software IRCTC, and this particular software is maintained by TCS and Infosys and like that, right? So when
Yes, sir.
IRCTC reached the TCS and Infosys, and they said that we need some ticket booking app. What we need? Need some ticket book app where a live location of are also there, their availability should also there, and users can book their tickets. So it's nothing like that they have just instantly started writing code on it. No, they have created different team 1, team 2, team 3, team 4, team 5, and many more teams. And they have given the same task to each team that write algorithm of this particular problem first. So team 1 have write some algorithm, team 2 write some algorithm, team 3, team 4, team 5. Each and every team have written some algorithm. Now team 1 is saying we can do your task, we can fulfill your requirement, that each ticket will book in 25 minutes. Team 2 is saying that we can also solve your problem and each ticket will be booked in 5 minutes. Team 3 is also saying that we can also do the same task, each ticket will be booked in 2 minutes. Team 4 is saying that we can also make successful your task and each ticket will be booked in 1 minute. And team 5 say that we can do the same task and each ticket will be booked in 30 seconds, within 30 seconds. Same task. So TCS and Infosys team will give that project to whom? Obviously team 5. Why?
Yes, sir.
Because the nature of that particular app is like that. If you are going to consume lot of time, that is not going to be usable. People prefer time over cost. People prefers time now. So you know that there is right now UPI. You scan the code within nanosecond, within seconds. That particular rotating browser is there, and you can just enter your money. You just type your PIN code, and your money is transferred to that bank account. Within 10 seconds, you can transfer money from one account to other account by scanning the QR code. If this process would be of 2 minutes, nobody is going to be interested in that. Nobody want to waste their money, right? So the things are that much
Yes.
but before coming to Google Pay, there are many apps like free charge which outdated or which doesn't obey the today's need. Getting it? The thing is that everybody wants to solve a problem with different domains. Everybody wants to solve problem with their own solution. So what they did, In research, what do? Whatever solution is there, we want to reduce their time complexity, we want to make solution better. That is why different data structures are there. Everybody want to solve problem with different solutions, and different solutions required need of different various types of data, right? So let's say Russia attack Ukraine, attack Russia, and Russia want to defense. They said that we do not need time complexity. After 20 minutes also, if we are going to click the button in the after 20 minutes we are going to activate our missiles, what will happen? Complete Russia will be destroyed, right? So what is the need? Just on clicking of a button, their anti-missile should be activated, and within second they can defend themselves. Time complexity matters. So there are multiple things, there are multiple solution of each and every problem. In programming, I cannot claim any time that this is only the solution. In programming, I cannot say. The beauty of programming is that one problem have multiple solutions, and multiple solutions have different time complexity. Means one problem can be solved recursively, one problem can be solved iteratively, one problem can be solved via various methods. But it depends on the nature that what we need. If we want to solve problem using lesser time, we can go with iterative method. We can solve that same problem using recursive method also, but that will consume lot of time, right? So everybody wants to solve problem with their own method. So what they do, they use their innovativeness, they use their creativity. So your question was why there is so much data structure, why each and everything is not compiled in one? Because everybody is eager to create their own something which can solve problem accordingly, right? So everybody, let's say, uh, uh, what to say, means Facebook, Flipkart is also there. Why Amazon is came? After Amazon, Myntra is also came, and many more. Each and everybody is starting their own e-commerce website. And on the other hand, we are already having e-commerce websites, major e-commerce websites like Amazon and Flipkart. But even though they want to make something which is not there, right? Because one cannot make each and everything, but different people can make each and everything. Getting it? So the thing is that each and everybody want to solve problem, they create their own solutions. So on the hand, each and every language, each and every data structure created by different computer scientists, they did their lifetime research on the problems, and they did solve the problems via different methods, because each one wants to solve the complex problem in easiest one. Can you understand what I want to say?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. Anybody else want to ask?
So then why don't we merge all the
Sir,
solutions, right? Like
Yes,
to
yes.
have the most efficient solution. We can merge all the solution that we have on hand, right? Like we can have one feature from some other side and one
Yes,
from other. Like time.
this is the beauty. This is the beauty of research. You can start. You are just thinking why you are not doing this. You can do the same thing. You can combine all the data structure in single one, and you can become the new Alan Turing. Nobel Prize is the highest award given in the other fields, but in computer science field, there is one award, that is Alan Turing Award. If you will do something very much rarest to rarest, Alan Turing Award will be given to you. So you can just try. You can start, because many people think we can do like this, like that, but nobody do this. If you want to eager, you can do this, and if you got successful, you will get all the credibility. Getting it or not? What I want to say, take it positively, right? So right now there
Yes.
is nothing like that. Each and everything is, if you want to upload video, so video can be uploaded on Instagram also, video can be uploaded on Facebook also, we can upload a video on Twitter also, but most videos are watchable on YouTube platform because of the functionality is like that. You cannot make Twitter as a YouTube, you cannot make Facebook as a YouTube have its separate functions, right? So you want to combine YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and each and everything on same platform. Getting it what I want to say?
Yes, sir.
You can do with your creative solutions, because there might be possibility that you can do if such innovativeness will be come from your side, definitely you yourself will be hired by some MNCs, and they will take up your solution. Definitely you will be partner in their business. So it is good to explore the idea, right? That is the thing.
Okay, sir.
sir, I want to ask you that if we don't have that much knowledge about the C, like in our semester we just started in C, so will be able to cover up this course.
Basically, this is the course that you have joined, is a fundamental overview of data structure. Here you will get all the awareness about data structure, how these data structures works, and main problems like how to implement linked list, how to implement stack, how to implement queues, how to implement trees and graphs. So this particular fundamental will clear further thing for you, means these are stepping stone for learning something new, learning something advanced. This is going to clear fundamental, because you know that for learning something we must have our clarity over the fundamentals, right? So step by step, each and everybody can do. So first we need to learn the abcd of data structure. This is the abcd of data structure that you are going to do. After that, if you want to explore, you can just make yourself in advancing, because for advancing any particular topic you need to go into the depth, and if you want to go into the depth, definitely you will need to spend a lot of time there, isn't it? So definitely you can choose some good books like Corman for this. And there are multiple books, right? And multiple sources I do have. But as of now, I will recommend that whatever in this syllabus, first cover this, and at the later on point we can discuss that after completion this, where to go, what is the next roadmap after this, right?
Like we don't have knowledge about the C language, so will we able to cover
So,
this
No,
course
no,
on?
no.
so
Program,
actually, he
basic
wants to
programming.
ask that we have just started the C programming language. So, sir, the course says that unlocking DSA with C. So, sir, what if we don't have that much knowledge about implementation of C language and syntax of it? So, sir, will we able to like learn the concepts clearly, or we will face some difficulties in that?
No, no, no. Here we are going to learn all these data structures logically. I am going to explain you logically. But when I am going to implement them, I will also, means we can explore that at that why here this function is written, what is necessity of writing this function. So each and everything. Basically, the prerequisite is obviously for learning data structure. For learning data structure, there are two prerequisites. The first prerequisite is C programming, and the second prerequisite is basics of algorithm, right? But the nature of this course that you have joined is like that you can get understanding of all these three in a single package, which is just like what to say, means you can get knowledge on hand and you can just understand, yes, we can do this using this, and this is work like that. But for working like that, you need to go into depth of C programming, getting it?
Sir, I know the C program, but not the algorithms completely or basics. So
No,
there is a
whatever
problem.
algorithm is mentioned here, you will understand here. Basically, C programming, you can prepare C programming. With the help of C programming, you can get the knowledge, because data structure is what? It is kind of framework. And for implementing this framework, we need to write some code. So that code can be written into C, that code can be written into Python, in Java, and in many other platforms. So at least one should be stronger. That is the thing. Means with basically, obviously, programming language is required. Over programming language we can implement, because data structure is all about implementation. But yes, logically you will get the idea that how these things works and how to implement them using programming language. Is this clear?
Yes, sir. Sir, I want to ask that, like, in we are studying it that DSA with C, but after
Hmm.
studying like in DSA with C, like I have done some coding in lead code also, and there are many like different languages are there for different types of questions. So like there is Python also, C also, C++ also, Java also. So after doing DSA with C, can we read the documentation for those different languages, and then can we do it for the that particular language or not by just
Obvious,
studying with the C only?
obviously the things are same. What I did, I only at the first time we only know the data structure with C. But this time what they did in Gate AI paper, this time two Gate papers was there, one in Gate CS and one is Gate AI. So in Gate AI, data structure is same as it is, but using Python. So you need to learn first using one language. If you are going to implement data structure, let's say you have good understanding of all the data structures using C. So when you are going to learn the same subject using Python, only 10% effort will be required, only 10%, right? You can implement later on using Python, Java, whatever, only 10% effort, but first time 100% effort should be required, whether it is C or Python.
Okay, sir.
So
Thank you, sir.
Java or C or DSA? What should we
Yes,
prefer? Java or C?
basically for beginners C will be preferable, beginners, for beginners,
Okay.
right?
And afterwards we can do go with Java, right?
If you are interested, you can go with Java because it is object-oriented language. You can also prepare Python. It is also object-oriented language. Depends that if you want to work in Java domain or Python, because many students make some interest. They want have interest in Android, so they go with Java. Some other have interest in AI field, so they go with Python. It depends from personal interest,
Okay.
right? Okay.
So,
So yes, yes.
so where the class notes are provided, actually we are not added in any of those WhatsApp groups.
Okay, okay.
So,
Admin will contact you regarding this. No problem, right? They will contact you. They will be the right person to discuss all these things, right? Notes they will provide, right? Admin panel.
Sir, what will be the timings of this courses?
This is also timing will also be discussed by admin. You can ask the admin, right, for the timings and like that, right? You will get the
Okay.
timings, whatever you are having via mail or via any medium, right? Okay, so have you enjoyed this session, guys? If have you enjoyed this session,
Yes.
today's session?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
yes,
sir.
yes,
Sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Right. Okay, so if you want to visit, you can just search Professor Rahul Jain, right? And you can just search on English Professor Rahul Jain, gold medalist. You can just go here. You can read all the review. If you want to just give the rating, you can give rating on Google Map also, right? So just a second. Right. So you can search me here. This is the link, and you can give your ratings here, right? That today's session, have you enjoyed on it? Whatever is your genuine feedback, you can give here. Okay, guys, please do this earliest. And meanwhile, if anybody have doubt, feel free to ask.
So, sir, you have explained some functions like malloc, cloc, and other two. So, what does the other two functions do, sir? Other than malloc and cloc?
Other than malloc and cloc, one was realloc, means you have allocated first 5 bit, you want to reallocate it again with 10 bytes, so you can expand the memory using reallocation. Realloc means reallocation. Whatever it is allocated, it is okay. Reallocation means, let's say in a classroom you have arranged 5 desks, but later on what you have understand that 5 more students are there, so you are arranging 5 more desks from outside. That is, you are expanding the capacity. That is reallocation. What is malloc? Malloc is going to do like that. First, again there is a need of 5 more students come, so malloc is just like, you can create one by one memory. You can create memory, but if you want to reallocate, just like you have created array A10, if you want to reallocate with A100, you can do it with the help of alloc header file function, realloc. And one other was free. Let's say you have created 100 memory, and at 100 memory you only need the requirement of 50. The last 50 you want to delete, you can use free function. Free function will delete. Free function will what do? It will delete the remaining memory that is not of your use, so that some other function or some other purpose can use this particular memory. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. So please, guys, do the ratings. It would be helpful. Have you given the feedback, everyone? All of you? Have you
Yes, sir.
clicked on the
As,
link in?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. Meanwhile, I am giving some more time. If anybody have doubt, feel free to ask any kind of question. Right now, we are having too much time now. If anybody have time, feel free to ask any kind of questions regarding your academics, any kind of questions, whether it is silliest question, no worry. Yes. Yes, feel free to ask. Yes. You can get the recording video from the admin who have shared the today's link with you. Now you can contact them. They will share the all recording videos with you, right?
Sir, how memory allocation is done when there is two RAM sticks? Like we have one 8 GB RAM and another one 8 GB RAM. So how that data is getting like
Basically, that is a part
separated?
of memory organization using the concept of kernel. You can just because at a particular time you can only work in one particular kernel, right? So let's say if you have installed your operating system into C drive, so that particular one particular memory would be usable. So let's say if you are having two 8 GB RAM, it doesn't mean that 8 GB is in particular location and 8 GB is somewhere else. No, complete 16 GB is giving the PC, right? It doesn't mean that at a time you can only use 8 GB. At a time you can also use 16 GB. Getting it? That is separate concept. That is not like that you are understanding the separate. No, no, that is connected. Yes.
Sir, can we have classes from 8 to 9? As I have to attend gate classes from 8:30 to 10:30. So,
Or you can ask to admin whatever they will answer. We can go like with that, right? No problem.
Sir, can we leave now?
Yes. Okay. So if you have given the feedback, please feel free to leave. And if anybody have questions, I am here with you. I am only solving your doubts, nothing else. No new topic. Only resolving your doubts. So if anybody have any doubt, feel free to ask. And requesting everyone to please give feedback here, give rating here, right? Please.
Thank you, sir.
Right.
Hello, so
Yes.
so like you have said, we are studying data structure, but after 1 month means the completion of this course, how we are going to practice these things because we are having more subjects in our academics like C, DBMS and all. So
Mhm.
how to manage this subject
How to manage this subject means you need to choose any one
means
book.
practicing, sir, means how do we practice this subject? Like
Okay.
I'm in second semester and I'm having C language with DBMS, and in my third semester I'm having DSA.
Just a second. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
So basically, this is particular day 1 to day 101. This is particular. So if you have understanding of arrays, linked list, string, stack queues, thereafter you can go with cracking the coding interview book, which is very good book. Daily solve 2 to 3 problems and be in touch of this book. That is going to be helpful for you. Use interview bit and hacker rank, which is very good platform for learning all the data structures and all these things. Thereafter, I have different links for different topics that is going to be helpful for accumulating the knowledge and for practicing, right? So if you are preparing for gate exam, then you do not need to go with it. If it means that if you are going for gate exam, that use go overflow, gate overflow website is there. You can prefer that website, depends that for what domain you are. If you are learning it for placement purpose, you can choose cracking the coding interview book. For data structure, daily solve 2 problems sufficient. 2 to 3 years complete book will be solved. Make concise notes and revise it.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, guys. So summing up and ending today's session, right? So we'll meet soon. Okay, guys. Have a nice day. Good night to everyone.
Good night, sir.
Good night, sir. Thank
Thank
you,
you,
sir.
sir.
Good night, sir.
Yes, sir.
That's